Hello guys, welcome. So recently I shared a video of my hostel tour and a few students reached out to me with some questions about SRM. So I thought of why not making a video and clearing all your doubts here. And a lot of you guys are very curious about when are your first year classes starting. So I'll also share the exact dates with you, but for that just keep watching the video till the end. So the first one is the admission process, like how can you get into SRM. So SRM has its own entrance exam, which is known as SRM JEEE, which happens in the online mode. So you can just be at your home and give the exam, but for that you should have a laptop. You can't give it through your phone. If you don't have a laptop, just manage it from somewhere else. And the eligibility criteria for it is you should have a minimum of 60 percentage in your physics, chemistry and maths. It's not like you should have an overall 60 percentage in all the subjects. Especially for PCM, you should have a minimum of 60 percentage. And there are three phases in for SRM JEEE, and phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. So the phase 1 is already over, I guess, and for phase 2 registrations are also over. So if you couldn't appear for phase 1 and phase 2 also, phase 3 will be in July. So yeah, you can fill the form and appear for SRM JEEE. And except for SRM JEEE, you also have some management quotas through which you can get into SRM. So the second point is about the scholarships. So SRM offers a lot of scholarships. I'll tell you two to three, and I'll also share the list with you guys so you can refer to it and read it on the website of SRM, official website. So the first one is the Founders Scholarship. If you appear for SRM JEEE and if your rank is between 1 to 100, you can qualify for this scholarship and 100% of your tuition fee will be waived. If you are a state topper in your boards, then also you can qualify for this scholarship. Also, if your rank is between 20,000 in IIT JEE, then also you can qualify for this scholarship. And also, if you are a sports person, if you have played national or international, then also you can qualify for this scholarship. And the second one is the merit scholarship. So if your rank is between 101 to 500 in SRM JEEE, then you can qualify for this scholarship, and I guess 75% or something your tuition fee will be waived. Third one is the defense scholarship. So if your parents are in defense, then also you get some scholarship. Your some amount of tuition fee will be reduced. So the third point is very important. Like, what's the dress code in SRM? So firstly, I'll tell you about girls and then about guys. So for girls, you can wear collar t-shirts, you can wear shirts, you can wear kurtis, long kurti, short kurti, anything works. For bottom wear, you can wear trousers, jeans, formal pants, anything, but no track pants, no like casual wear, okay? And footwear, you can wear shoes and sometimes you can wear sandals also. But girls, avoid wearing tight clothes and like tight tops and crop tops and round neck t-shirts. Oh, don't wear round neck t-shirts, no crop tops. And during exams, be very careful with your dress code. No round neck t-shirts, no smart watches, because if you are not in a proper dress code during exams, they'll not allow you to write the exam. For guys, you can wear shirts, you can wear collar t-shirts, you can wear kurtas, you can wear fully formal clothes also. No track pants, no cargos, no pants with a lot of pockets, no round neck t-shirts. Wear formal pants, wear jeans, and for footwear you can wear shoes. The thing is, it all depends on your teacher. Like, if your teacher is a little bit chill, you can wear like crop tops. For girls, you can wear crop tops and sometimes round neck t-shirts. Just try to maintain the rules and be in a proper dress code. It will be helpful for you. And the fourth one is about timetable. Like, is it very hectic in SRM? Not at all. It's not at all hectic. But for first years, in first year you will have a little bit more classes as compared to second year and third years. But the thing is, in SRM, the classes are divided into two halves. Like, for example, on Monday, if your classes are from 8 to 12:30, then on Tuesday your classes will be from 12:30 to 5. It's not like you have your classes from 8 to 5 daily. No. On alternate days, your classes will be arranged. And on some days, you will have your labs like once or twice in a week. So it's not at all hectic. You have a lot of time. You can go and enjoy with your friends after the classes. So the next point is the attendance percentage. So you should have a minimum of 75% to write NSEM exams. Otherwise, you'll get detained. So it's not very hard to maintain 75%. You can take leaves of like 2 weeks or not 3 weeks, like 2 weeks, I guess. Yeah, more than a slight more than 2 week. See, but don't do this. Like a lot of people miss their classes in the initial days and think that they will cover up in the end. But what happens is in the end we have very less classes. Like the classes might get cancelled because of some reasons, and then you can't do anything. You can't blame your teachers that you are cancelling the class, because it was your fault that you didn't attend the classes. So try to maintain 75% and then do whatever you want. Don't attend classes, go wherever you want. The next point, very important, and a lot of you are very concerned about it. Is it difficult to settle as a North Indian in South? See, in the initial days, you might face some problems, like in communicating with the local people, with the auto drivers or with the helpers. If you are in hostel, the people who come to clean your room, you won't be able to communicate because they don't know English. So it might be a little difficult, but with time you will learn some Tamil words so you can communicate with them. And it's not at all difficult. With time you will adjust, you will be comfortable, you will learn to communicate. And the very good thing about SRM is the crowd here is very diverse. So people from each and every state, you'll get students from each and every state in SRM. Percentage of students from North Indian is slight more than South Indians, I guess. So it's not at all difficult to be there in South and be in SRM as a North Indian. And also, some of you asked about the professors. So professors know English, obviously, and the thing is, what happens sometime is when they talk to some students from Tamil Nadu, so with the flow they just talk in Tamil, so you can't understand then, but it's not a problem. We are in Tamil Nadu, we are in South, so it's not a problem. You'll have to adjust sometimes, but it's fine. The next point is about placements. So a lot of you asked about, like, is it worth it to join SRM after paying so much of fees? It all depends on you, because the average package might be 7 to 8 lakhs, but the highest package even goes to like 60 lakhs, 50 to 60 lakhs. So if you have skills, if you have talent, if you know whatever you are studying, if you are very good at it, you'll get a job, a very good job. And try to maintain a good CGPA around 8.5 to 9, and you will be able to sit for all the companies. And so it all depends on you. It's not like it's not worth it after paying so much of fees. So it's on all you. Just work hard, work on your skills, you'll get placed, you'll get very good job, and then give me a party. The last and the most asked questions: when are your classes starting for the first years? So your enrollment date, like you have to go to college and show all the papers and like your transfer certificates and 10th mark sheet, 12th mark sheet. So your enrollment date is 15th of July for BTech and MTech integrated first years. And your classes will start from 25th of July. Enrollment date is 15th of July and your classes will start from 25th of July for BTech first years and MTech integrated and MTech first years. So this might change, but for now these are the dates. So from 15th July to 25th July you have like 10 days. So you also have orientation programs, like introduction programs for you guys. So they'll tell you everything about the college, they'll give you a campus tour in between these. And also you can go to your home if you stay nearby. On 15th you can come, and then you can go and come on 25th also. So yeah, these are some of your doubts. So I hope it helped you and your doubts are clear now. So if you have any other doubts, just comment down below. I'll try to make a video on that too. So meet you in next video. Bye bye.